Hello, my name is Jack Smith. I'm J Recovery for today. You can find me on .org. You can find me on Facebook, MySpace, Google Plus. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm on Yahoo, Google. Pretty much all you have to do is type in the letter J, the word recovery, the number 4, and the word today, and you'll find me on the internet. But anyway, I'd like to tell y'all a little story before I read something to y'all. About a year ago, I was on cocaine. I was smoking crack, and I was spending a lot of money. Today, I have a year clean, and today is Thanksgiving 2012. I got a little story about this necklace that I like to share with y'all. I'm not sure how much gold is in it. She will not tell me. The person that gave it to me. But about a year ago, the person that gave me this necklace gave me a different necklace and bracelet that was gold, cost quite a bit of money, and I was very happy to get it, and I was grateful and thankful. But the very next day, I traded it for crack. I also wrote $3,000 worth of hot checks for crack, and I was buying phone cards, cases of beer, cartons of cigarettes, whatever I could buy and trade for crack. And to be honest, the people that was giving me crack, and I do not judge them, they're just in the world playing a losing game, the same game I was playing, but they was giving me pretty much the same amount of crack as if I was spending cash money. I walk up in the hood, no offense, but places where the average white man would not go, because of fear. I'd walk up and I'd have men come to me being like, "Hey, what's up, Jack? You got a phone card? Hey, what you got for me?" And I'd be like, "Here, I got this. They'd be like, "Alright, I got you." I do not judge them people. That's the way they were brought up, and anyway, I ain't gonna go in that detail. But I'm thankful to God that I don't live that life anymore. Jesus took that from me. And today is Thanksgiving, and I'd like to give thanks to Jesus Christ, to God, to my family, to my friends, and all the unmentioned thanks that I should give. I thank everyone. But I have a word today I'd like to read from, Psalms 107. It reads, "Oh, give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, and his mercy endureth forever. Let the redeemed of the Lord say so, whom he has redeemed from the hand of the enemy, and gathered out of the lands from the east, and from the west, and from the north, and from the south. They wandered in the wilderness in a desolate way. They found no city to dwell in. Hungry and thirsty, their soul fainted in them. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He delivered them out of their distresses. And He led them forth by the right way, and they might go to a city for a dwelling place. Oh, that men would give thanks to the Lord in His goodness, and for His wonderful works to the children of men. Verse 9. For He satisfies the longing soul, and fills the hungry soul with goodness. Those who sat in darkness and in the shadow of death, bound in affliction and irons, because they rebelled against the words of God, and despised the counsel of the Most High. Therefore He brought down their heart with labor. They fell down, and there was none to help. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He saved them out of their distresses. He brought them out of darkness and the shadow of death, and broke their chains in pieces. Oh, that men would give thanks to the Lord for His goodness, and for His wonderful works to the children of men. For He has broken the gates of bronze, and cut the bars of iron in two. Fools, because of their transgressions, and because of their iniquities, were afflicted. Their soul abhorred all manner of food, and they drew near to the gates of death. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and He saved them out of their distresses. He sent His word and healed them and delivered them from their destructions. Oh, that men would give thanks to the Lord for His goodness, and for His wonderful works to the children of men. Let them sacrifice the sacrifices of thanksgiving, and declare His works with rejoicing. Those who go down to the sea in ships, who do business on great waters, they set the works of the Lord and His wonders in the deep. No, I read that wrong. Verse 24 of Psalms 107 reads, They see the works of the Lord and His wonders in the deep. For He commands and raises the stormy wind, which lifts up the waves of the sea. They mount up to the heavens and go down again to the depths. Their soul melts because of trouble. They reel to and fro and stagger like a drunken man, and are at their wits' end. Then they cry out to the Lord in their trouble, and He brings them out of the distresses. He calms the storm so that its waves are still. Then they are glad because they are quiet. So He guides them to their desired haven. Oh, that men would give thanks to the Lord for His goodness, and for His wonderful works to the children of men. Let them exalt Him also in the assembly of the people, and praise Him in the company of the elders. He turns rivers into wilderness, and the water springs into dry ground. a fruitful land into barrenness, and the wickedness of those who dwell in it. He turns a wilderness into pools of water, and dry land into water springs. There he makes the hungry dwell, and they may establish a city for a dwelling place, and sow fields and plant vineyards, that they may yield a fruitful harvest. He also blesses them, and they multiply greatly, and he does not let their cattle decrease. When they are diminished and brought low through oppression, affliction, and sorrow, he pours contempt on princes and causes them to wander in the wilderness where there is no more, or where there is no way. Yet he sets the poor on high, far from affliction, and makes their families like a flock. The righteous sees it and rejoice, and all iniquity stops in mouth. Whoever is wise will observe these things, and they will understand the loving kindness of the Lord. That was Psalms 107. I pretty much told you what I did, what I was hooked on. I was also hooked on Xanax, marijuana. I've been hooked on methamphetamines. I've done X. I pretty much did everything. There are some things I haven't done, and I'm glad I haven't tried them. But the $3,000 worth of hot checks ended me up in prison for a year. I got out about a month and a half ago, and I'm still living this life, and I have no desire to use today. And I pray that God will use this and use me to help others. Thank you for listening to this message, and y'all have a good day.